Hello, hi everyone. As we come in, kindly let's drop our location, say hi in the chat box. Tell us how you're feeling today, react to the favorite emoji. And as we wait for the others, we'll be starting in around 10 minutes or 8 minutes to be specific. Yes, so the 35 who are here, you're very welcomed. Let's continue calling in our friends. Yes, thank you. Hi, Donald. You're welcome. Al Rashid, you're welcome. Naeem, you're welcome. Jacob Steven, you're welcome. Kindly let's call in our friends so that we can start our lecture for today.
Sina mkono, sina mguu.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all who are on the call. You're very welcome. It's nice having you here. So, as you come in, kindly drop your location, say hi, where you're joining us from, how you're feeling today, your favorite emoji. Yes, and we'll be starting. Yeah. Hi, Nasrin from China. Hi, Beast from Nepal. Tabitha from Nigeria. Mr. Environment, Kilifi County. Hi. I can see Hezron Kiprotich from Kenya. He is our communications lead here in Kenya Environment Key Global. Hezron, you can unmute and say hi for 1 minute.
Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can
Hello.
hear you, Hezron. Hi. Hello.
Oh, okay, if you can hear me. I'm Ezron from Kenya, and I'm proud to be at this webinar. Let us all be ready to be empowered, and not only that, let us go out there and do what you have been told or apply them in terms of actions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hezron. Thank you so much. I can see we are quite a number, so we'll continue as the others continue joining us. As I had said earlier, my name is Wanderi Nyambura. I am from Kenya. I am the country ambassador here in Kenya. And I believe we have the other ambassadors on the call who will be saying hi in the chat box so that you can know if you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. It's nice. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As I can see, we're all from different parts of the world. Yeah. Thank you for joining us from around the globe. It is with immense pleasure that I welcome you to this special lecture, thoughtfully organized by Environment Key Global. In particular, we would like to warmly and if he's on the call, kindly say hi, sir. Kindly. Our Vice Chairman, Andrej Bujik, I hope you're on the call. If he's not here, I believe he will join us some other time and he'll get a chance to say hi. Environment Key Global was founded just a few years ago and it is headquartered in Sri Lanka. Environment Key Global has rapidly emerged as a leading force in youth empowerment advocacy. I would like us to mute kindly. Say hi. Let's mute our mics. Thank you. Today, Environment Key Global stands proudly as one of the most influential beyond. Kindly let's mute our mics. Thank you. As I was saying, Environment Key Global, it's as one of the most influential volunteer-driven organizations in Asia and beyond, with an unparalleled reputation on the global stage. This remarkable journey began under the visionary leadership of Mr. Jayasanka Sandun Jayasuriya. I believe our CEO is on the call, and I'd like him to say hi before we continue the meeting. Mr. Jayasanka Sandun Jayasuriya, kindly say hi to the people on the call today and tell us how you're feeling about the webinar. Thank you. He's a little bit held up. Yeah, he has some issues with his tech, so he'll come in soon. Yeah. Um, Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for taking your time to organize for the webinar, and we're really thankful. Kindly let's react to the favorite emojis so that you can know if you're all here and if we are on the same page. Yes. As I had said earlier, Mr. Jayasanka Sandun Jayasuriya is the founder of Environment Key Global, and under the visionary leadership of Mr. Sandun, whose unwavering commitment to environmental education and climate resilience has inspired thousands and thousands of youth around the globe. Today, Environment Key Global stands proudly as one of the most influential volunteer-driven organizations in Asia and beyond. As the founder of Environment Key Global, Mr. Jayasuriya envisioned a future led by a generation equipped with environmental knowledge and the capacity to tackle pressing challenges of climate change. Today, his vision has flourished into a vibrant community of over 7,000 young volunteers across nearly 50 countries, a truly extraordinary accomplishment. Kudos, sir. You're doing great. Mr. Jayasuriya's contributions have not gone unnoticed. Last year, he was honored with the Commonwealth Sustainability Ambassadorship, a testament to his outstanding work in advancing sustainable development goals worldwide. Under his leadership, Environment Key Global has continued to innovate and inspire, hosting a free lecture series featuring ambassadors from 48 nations. These lectures have illuminated critical and timely topics, fostering awareness and action. It is worth noting that this extraordinary initiative was recently recognized with high praise at the 2024 COP29 conference at Baku, further underscoring the profound impact of this organization. Today's lecture, organized as part of our ongoing collaboration with the United Nations Environment Programme and in alignment with the COP29 conference, is yet another step in our mission to empower young leaders to confront the challenges of climate change with confidence and creativity. Now, it is my distinct honor to introduce our esteemed speaker for this session, Madam Manori Pereira, who is an accomplished environment management professional with a BA, which is special, in environmental management from Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. Graduating with first-class honors and a GPA of 3.84, she was awarded the prestigious Emeritus Professor C.M. Maduma Bandara gold medal for being the best student in environmental management at the university's 21st General Convocation. Recently, she completed a postgraduate diploma in climate change and environmental management at the Faculty of Science, University of Colombo. Manori's professional experience includes roles as a management trainee and project coordinator at the Eco-Labeling and Green Technology Division of the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka. She has also worked part-time as a project coordinator for the United Nations Environment Programme project on global best practices on emerging chemical policy issues of concern under the strategic approach of international chemicals management. Since 2022, she has been serving as a temporary assistant lecturer in the Department of Environmental Management at Rajarata University of Sri Lanka and is an accredited green professional with the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka. In addition to her academic and professional roles, Madam Manori actively collaborates with various non-governmental organizations dedicated to environmental conservation, such as Thuru and the Pearl Protectors. Her research interests primarily focus on environmental management and climate change, and she has nearly 20 publications in the field. Manori is committed to advancing sustainability through research, teaching, and impactful collaboration. So, as we've heard, I believe we have all heard that our speaker today is very experienced and she's top notch. Yeah. So I'd like us to react to the favorite emojis as we welcome Madam Manori Pereira. Thank you so much, Madam. It's your time now. You can take over. And kindly let's keep our mics muted. And if you have questions or any comment, you can raise our hands. Thank you so much, Madam Manori. You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, madam, we can hear you. You're very welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much for your nice introduction. Okay. Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone. It's an honor to be here today with such a vibrant audience, united by a shared purpose to address one of the greatest challenges of our time, climate resilience. Okay. Our planet is undergoing rapid changes. Rising sea levels, extreme weather, and biodiversity loss are just some of the challenges that demand urgent action. But here, the good news, the youth, I think most of the participants represent the youth generation, including myself as well. So the youth of today are not just future leaders, they are present innovators, advocates, and change makers. Over the next hour, I will explore and we will explore how young people worldwide are driving solutions throughout innovation, advocacy, and digital engagement. Let us dive into how we can collectively ensure a more resilient future. Okay, let me share the screen. I hope you all can see my presentation.
Yes, we can see.
I will switch off my camera because for the more effective connection. Okay. Empowering youth for climate resilience. As I will talk about this topic today, what are the innovative solutions and leadership for a sustainable future? Okay, is it visible to you?
Yes, we can see.
Hello. There's no voice of.
Is it
Yeah.
visible to you?
Yeah, it is visible, ma'am.
Presentation is visible to you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is the outline of my presentation, and I will talk about what are the youth innovations to tackle the climate resilience and to address the impacts of climate change, and what are the skills for climate resilience, and then advocacy, global networks, and also digital activism, and finally your questions. I hope to answer for your questions based on the presentation, and what are the actions for what are the actions that we can take to address the climate resilience. Call to action. Okay. Okay. Youth innovations. Youth are not just passive observers, they are actively creating innovative solutions to combat climate change. There are many examples of there is a global urgency because climate change is the defining challenge of our time with impacts felt across every continent and community. We all are experiencing the impacts of climate change. Uh, in this situation, youth represent nearly half of the global population, making their engagement essential to building a climate resilient future because youth are the backbone of our society. This is the global agency, and why we are focusing on youth. Young people are not only the most affected by climate change, but also most innovative and adaptable. They are more innovative and they can adapt to any situation because they are the, as I mentioned earlier, they are the backbone of our society. They bring fresh perspectives, creative problem solving skills, and also energy to tackle the climate crisis. Therefore, we are focusing on youth. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a global urgency because climate change is a defining challenge of our time. And we are focusing on youth because young people are more innovative and adaptable. And let's see the role of youth in climate resilience. As change makers, youth are mobilizing communities as you are doing in these days. As change makers, youth are mobilizing communities, leading innovative projects, and shaping sustainable policies. We are going to address, we are on the way to achieve sustainability. The three pillars of sustainability: environmental sustainability, economic sustainability, and the societal sustainability. In 2030, we are going to achieve sustainable development, sustainability. Therefore, we need innovative, we need to adapt to tackle this kind of crisis. Therefore, in climate resilience, youth play a big role. Empowered youth can bridge science, technology, and community action to create holistic solutions. I hope you are agree with me. With that background, today I'm going to talk about
Hello.
the importance of youth leadership in climate resilience and what are the inspiring real world examples of youth driven projects all around the world, and also the skills, tools, and networks needed for impactful action, and finally, steps that we can take, youth can take to build resilience and advocate for justice. Okay. There, with that, we need to call to action. it's time to recognize youth as not just beneficiaries of climate policies, but as partners, leaders, and innovators in the fight against climate change. Together we can. Together we can harness the collective power of the youth to create a more resilient, equitable, and sustainable future. I hope you all agree with me. Is it? Is it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I hope to conduct an interactive session because we are connecting with Zoom, and I hope there are many participants from different countries. Therefore, I hope to conduct an interactive session. Okay. Think about your community. What problem can you solve through innovation? Think about your community and what problem you solve through innovations. Keep this in mind as we move forward. Okay. Next, in next few slides, I am going to talk about what skills we can use for climate resilience. To adapt to a changing climate, we need specific skills that empower individuals and communities to respond effectively. Okay. Therefore, I'm going to talk about skills for climate resilience. Okay. Call to action. Um, uh, Therefore, it's time to recognize youth as not just beneficiaries of climate policies, as I mentioned earlier, but as partners, leaders, and innovators in the fight against climate change. And also, together we can harness the collective power of the youth to create a more resilient, equitable, and sustainable world. Why this matters to you? Whether you are a policymaker, educator, or a part of young generation, I hope most of the participants representing younger generation. Therefore, as part of the younger generation, your role is empowering youth is crucial to global climate action. Youth play a critical and important role in climate action. Therefore, we need your actions to tackle this global challenge. Okay, let's see what are the youth innovations that we can take to address the climate resilience. In next few slides, I will talk about what are the youth innovations that we can take in different fields to address the climate resilience. The first one is technology development. With the technological development, we can do renewable energy innovations. In past, most of our activities depend on renewable energy resources, but non-renewable energy sources like coal. But as an option, we can move to the renewable energy. Therefore, we can use technological development to use renewable energy to introduce renewable energy innovations. We can, as younger generation, we can conduct youth-led projects in solar, wind, and bioenergy. Those are some kind of some examples for renewable energy. Therefore, youth-led projects in solar, wind, and bioenergy, we can utilize our technological development to renewable energy innovations. Because solar lanterns, we can implement low-cost solar lanterns for rural communities. We can do this with engaging different participants from different countries representing the youth generation. Therefore, with the technology development, we can do renewable energy innovations such as solar, wind, bioenergy. We can conduct youth-led projects in solar, wind, and bioenergy. And also, in recent world, we all are engaging with AI, artificial intelligence. With AI, we can do, it's a technological advancement in the recent society. Therefore, with AI and climate tech, we can do lot of things, and with engaging with different younger generations from all around the world, we can address climate resilience. We can use of artificial intelligence for predicting weather patterns. Mapping carbon footprints. We all have individual carbon footprint. Therefore, we can map our carbon footprint using AI and climate tech, such technological advancements. Therefore, and also we can source, it's a kind of youth innovation, AI and climate tech, use of artificial intelligence. We can, with the artificial intelligence, we can predict weather patterns, mapping carbon footprints, and optimizing resource use. Okay. Also, do sustainable agricultural practices. We can do urban farming, hydroponic and vertical farming systems designed by young entrepreneurs. Young generation, in recent generation, most of the youth are young entrepreneurs. Therefore, they can do lot of things to address the change in climate and the impacts of climate change. Therefore, we can do, with the youth innovation category, we can do sustainable agricultural practices such as urban farming. And also, we can use eco-friendly techniques. Innovations like organic pest control and drought-resistant crops. There are some drought-resistant crops. Use eco-friendly techniques to control organic pest, and also to address the drought. We can introduce drought-resilient crops. It's another youth innovative solution. Then we can also use digital platforms and applications such as climate awareness apps that educate users on reducing their carbon footprint or provide eco-friendly lifestyle tips. In recent world, there are many apps, and also we can use apps to aware the people about climate change, and we can educate users, not only the younger generation but also all other, we can educate them on reducing their carbon footprint, and also provide what are the eco-friendly lifestyle tips to address the climate resilience. And also crowdsourced data collection. We can use this, we can do this using digital platforms and applications such as youth developed platforms for real-time climate impact reporting. Those are kind of youth innovations under the digital platforms and applications. Okay. And also, we can utilize community-based solutions to address climate resilience under the youth innovations, such as we can build local climate resilience For example, youth organizing workshops, disaster preparedness training, and tree planting drives. We can do this under the youth innovation category with the community as a community based solution. And also, we can do peer to peer mentorship, such as young leaders training others. You can train others as you all are representing youth generation, most of the participants, and you all are passionate about the environmental conservation, and to address the global environmental issues that we all are facing today. Therefore, as young leaders, you can do this peer-to-peer mentorship. Young leaders, as you are young leaders, you can train others in sustainable practices within your community. You all are representing different countries. Therefore, you as young leaders, you can train others for the sustainable practices in your community. Therefore, it's your responsibility to train others for sustainable practices. Those are some examples for community-based solutions under the youth innovations. And also social entrepreneurship. Launching, we can do lot of things under this. For example, launching eco businesses that address climate challenges while generating economic opportunities. We need to achieve sustainability balancing three pillars, not just one pillar, but we under the sustainability there are three pillars, and to on the way to achieve sustainable development we have 17 goals and 169 targets. And also we need to think about and we need to thoroughly consider that we need to balance the three pillars of sustainability. Therefore, under the social entrepreneurship, we need to think about it. We need to think about sustainability, not just only about economic sustainability, but also on environmental sustainability and social sustainability. Therefore, we can do many things under the youth innovations. Social entrepreneurship is one such, and under that, we can do many things. This is one just example. Launching eco businesses that address climate challenges while generating economic opportunities. Example, we can launch biodegradable products and also sustainable fashion brands. And also ecotourism is a vast field and most trending field in nowadays and under the youth generation. Therefore, we can launch eco businesses under the ecotourism as well. Okay, and also we can do lot as I mentioned earlier. Art, media, and storytelling is also we can do under the youth innovations. Documentaries, podcasts, and social media campaigns to inspire and mobilize communities for action. We can play a huge role under the art, media, and storytelling. We can make a change to this art, media, and storytelling category. Documentaries, podcasts, and also most in recent days we can do effectively the social media campaigns to inspire and mobilize communities for action. Youth can use art as a medium to communicate climate impacts and what are the solutions for those impacts. Are you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And also, we can do climate justice advocacy. Grassroots movements addressing inequalities in climate impacts and adaptation strategies. Okay, advocacy. It also we can do under the youth innovations. Youth lobbying for policies that benefit vulnerable communities. There are many impacts under the climate change. We all are, our community, marginalized, vulnerable communities are facing different challenges due to these climate change impacts. Therefore, we need a climate resilience society to address or to manage the climate change impacts. Therefore, we can do climate justice advocacy as well as under the youth innovations. And also disaster risk management. We can do innovations in early warning systems for floods, droughts, and storms tailored for local use. And also, youth develops tools for rapid response and recovery efforts. Those are under the disaster risk management. We all are suffering from different disasters due to the impacts of climate change, floods, droughts. To address those impacts effectively, we can utilize these youth innovative solutions to address to resilient on it. Okay, and also under youth innovations, we can collaborate with each other globally. Global collaborations, cross-border youth initiatives, sharing knowledge and best practices. You can share your knowledge. You are representing different countries. You can share your knowledge and also your best practices in climate action. Those are under the global collaboration category. And also platforms like hackathons and international forums enabling collaborative innovations. You can find what are the youth innovations that globally you can collaborate with each other to address the climate resilience and to take actions on climate change. Okay. Those are some youth innovations to address the climate resilience. Any questions so far? I think it's better to ask and give a chance to your questions at the end of this presentation. Is it okay?
Yes. Can I ask question?
Okay, sure.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Can I go ahead?
Okay, yeah, no problem from my side, but the organizers.
Okay.
Okay, you can ask question.
Okay, can I ask question?
Okay, sure.
Okay. My name is Ibrahim Jibril. Yes, very nice presentation, and we give kudos to you that you try to organize this youth on climate action on this global key. And yes, my question is that we here in West Africa, I'm from Nigeria, so we are battling with because I'm a climate expert. I did this environmental science and forestry. So we used to do tree planting campaign. Sometimes we lead people to plant trees, and monitor and manage them. But the problem is that is the management from the people that were facing the problem, and most of us here they don't know about these climate issues. So we are trying to make collaboration with NGOs and government, but the problem is that people where with lack of this awareness, we are negligent about the climate awareness. People didn't bother about it because here in Nigeria this year we face very serious disaster problem like flooding and drought in some parts of the country. So please, and please, last meeting we did here in this platform, I requested collaboration with other organizations outside so that they can make us and danger us to make this awareness here down in Nigeria and part of the West Africa. Please, presenter, if there is any collaboration that we do to be making this presentation face to face here in our country, we can volunteer and do that, but we need an organized group that they will help us to do it. Thank you so much. Please, before end of this presentation, I hope there is somebody that can make this a great effort for us, because I really have passion, because I want to spend all my life on climate action. I will push on the environment to see how I can restore our environment and make it a very good for living on our planet. Thank you very much for your time that you gave me to make this question ask this question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your nice question. It's a important one. You ask about how we can collaborate with each other to enhance the climate awareness, isn't it? In shortly.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you can. In my presentation, there are some tips we can use as the youth generation to address the climate resilience. I think you will receive answers for your questions at the end of this presentation. And also, this will be a nice platform to establish global youth collaboration and organize some collaborative events to enhance the education. I hope you all agree with me. You can establish global youth networks and also organize collaborative events to enhance the climate awareness about climate and the climate change impacts and what are the solutions that we can take. I think this will be a great platform to establish this global youth network, and to organize collaborative events in future.
Yes, exactly. That's what I want. Thank you very much for that, because I've been doing it, this presentation, mostly before the COP29. We do pre-COP here in Nigeria. Then we're heading to do another GMOs, these genetic modified organisms like plant and animals, how they affect human life and other and environment. So we are trying to do that. I need more collaboration on that, mostly with people internationally. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're most welcome. And I also can engage with you all and to provide my help to assist you, and assist you to effectively do your work in future. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk about the topic on what are the skills for climate resilience. Okay.
Okay. No problem. Are you asking me?
Sorry?
Hello? Are you asking me?
No.
Okay,
I'm asking from the audience, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for engaging with this. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Please, before end of the presentation, I need your, let's say, connection, so that I will connect. I'll be asking you something, then you'll be helping me about to organize my own thing here in Nigeria, please. I want to know how to continue because I have passion on the environment, please. I want to make this climate action
Nice to
real
hear.
and mitigate this. Yeah.
Okay, nice to hear that. Okay, skills for climate resilience. To adapt to a change in climate, we need specific skills that empower individuals and also communities to respond effectively. Okay, for that, there are some key skills. Environmental literacy is crucial because understanding ecosystems, climate science, and sustainable practices are essential. And also resilience building skills like disaster preparedness can save lives and also the resource. And also collaboration is vital. No one can tackle these challenges alone. We need to collaborate with each other globally because we cannot address this global challenge. This is a global, therefore we cannot action individually. We need to collaborate with each other. Therefore, collaboration is vital. No one can tackle these challenges alone. Youth must learn to work across cultures, sectors, and also disciplines. You need to engage with each other without considering your cultures, sectors, and also disciplines. You must learn to work across cultures, sectors, and disciplines. Okay? Okay. Now, with that, I'm going to talk about what are the skills for climate resilience. Technical and digital skills. We need to familiar with these technical and digital skills like data analysis and GIS mapping, understanding climate data, creating predictive models, and mapping environmental changes. Those are some skills we need to familiarize with. And also renewable energy technology, skills in solar panel installation. At least we need to think, we need to know that how to install solar panel and wind turbine maintenance. We can search and we can get an idea about it at least. Therefore, you need to develop your skills to address climate resilience under the technical and digital skills like data analysis and GIS mapping and renewable energy technology, skills in solar panel installation, wind turbines maintenance, and bioenergy solutions. And also, we can use smart agriculture techniques, precision farming, soil health monitoring, and cropping models using AI and IoT. In recent world, we are engaging with artificial intelligence, AI. Therefore, we can do lot. We need to develop those technical and digital skills to address the climate resilience. And also leadership and advocacy. Under leadership and advocacy, we need policy literacy, knowledge of climate policies, international agreements like the Paris Agreement, and the local governance structure. Local governance structure means there are different policies or acts under your local governance structure. You need to familiarize with them. These are some policy literacy under the leadership and advocacy. And also community mobilization. You can organize camps, facilitating discussions, and also engaging the stakeholders to drive collective action. And also, you need to communicate with each other. Communication is vital. Communication to engage with different cultures, to engage with different younger youth participants from different countries. You need to effectively engage, effectively communicate with each other. You need to develop skills to articulate climate challenges and solutions to diverse audience, including policymakers as well. Therefore, you need to develop your skills on leadership and advocacy, and also problem solving and innovation. You need to creatively think how we can address this problem, how we can innovatively solve this problem, designing low cost, scalable solutions for climate adaptation and mitigation. We can manage climate change under the adaptation and mitigation. Therefore, with creative thinking, we can design low cost, scalable solutions for climate adaptation and also mitigation. And also, resources are limited, resources are scarce. Therefore, we need to optimize those resources to address climate resilience. But on the way to address climate resilience, we need to fulfill our basic needs and wants with limited resources. Therefore, we need to optimize our resources. We need to effectively allocate the scarce resources to fulfill our needs and wants. With that, we need to develop skills to maximize the use of limited resources in sustainable ways, such as water harvesting and energy efficiency. Those are some kind of resource optimization solutions. We need to develop skills to maximize the use of those limited resources. And also, so circular economy is a modern concept. In past, we depend on linear model. We use resources from the environment, and we use and then dispose. It's a linear model, but we can use this waste as a resource. We can take I hope you all can hear me. I
Yes, ma'am.
reconnect
We can hear.
mobile hotspot. Is it okay? Okay.
Yes, we can hear
Can
you.
you hear me? Here's for another product. Here's for another product. Therefore, we can upcycling to minimize environmental impacts. We can minimize the waste generation, as we can consider waste as a resource. Therefore, we need to develop our skills to address such environmental problems in an innovative way. Okay. And also, we can collaborate with each other interdisciplinary. We need to develop these skills, such as we need to develop our collaboration interdisciplinary via cross-sector engagement, working with experts in science, economics, and social work to develop holistic, we need integrated holistic climate solution. Therefore, we need to collaborate with each other. Conservation. Therefore, we need to partnership. We need to build power. Then, resilience and adaptability. We need to adapt the situation. We need to adapt the situation. Climate change can be managed through adaptation and mitigation. Goods, infrastructure, and systems to withstand climate impacts. We can understand what are the adaptations techniques and how adjust livelihoods, infrastructures, and systems to withstand climate impacts such as landslides, floods, tsunami. We need to develop those skills as youth generation. And also entrepreneur skills. Young generation play a huge role on entrepreneurship. You all need to develop these entrepreneurship skills. You can do eco innovations, launching green businesses and sustainable products, and also project management. You can develop skills to design, implement, and monitor climate resilient projects. And also financial literacy, securing funding. You can secure fundings. You can grab opportunities for funding to conduct climate initiatives through grants. Scenario planning. You can develop your skills to use tools to model and plan for future climate scenarios. And also, you can develop your skills on sustainability metrics jobs like this. This is one such example. Resilience. You are enhancing your skills for education and capacity building. I'm also part of that. Training others, designing and delivering educational work on climate resilience, and also behavior change techniques. We cannot, as I mentioned earlier, we cannot tackle this challenge alone. We other and take actions that we all have a responsibility as individuals to collectively address this global issue. Therefore, we need to enhance our skills on behavior change techniques, encouraging sustainable practices within your community. Those are some skills we can develop individually for climate resilience. Okay. And also empathy and emotional intelligence, climate justice awareness. Understand, you can develop your skills on understanding the unequal impacts of climate change and advocating for vulnerable populations, marginalized populations. And also, you need to develop your skills on conflict resolution, mediating disputes over natural resource use, and implementing fair solutions, unique solutions for climate resilience. Therefore, those are some skills you need to develop to address the climate change impacts, to address climate resilience. And also, media and storytelling. Digital storytelling is one such example. You can use you can develop your media and storytelling ability skills for climate resilience using videos, blogs, and podcasts to share climate stories and solutions through your organization. Global Environment Key, you can use this. You can utilize. You can enhance your skills for media and storytelling, digital storytelling, like you can use videos, blogs, and podcasts to share climate stories from different countries and what are the solutions for these climate stories. And also social media campaign, leveraging platforms to spread awareness and mobilize action. And also public speaking. I think there are a lot of good public speakers in this session, because I engage with before 10 minutes to start the session. I saw that very enthusiastic people are here. People here are here. Therefore, you can develop your public speaking skills for climate resilience, engaging audiences with compelling narrative about climate resilience. Okay, those are some skills we can develop for climate resilience. Any questions so far? This is the end of my third part.
Yes. Can I ask a question?
Okay, sure.
Yes. Nice presentation. I really have and gain knowledge about this today class because this is the university itself. Because I benefit a lot and learn so many things on this climate resilience. Yes, youth, we have very important role to play to mitigate. Especially, have engaged with a program here in Nigeria. That's a year that we brought this crop that improve variety for how to use them so that you reduce the time of harvesting and those pest disease that affected the crops. But the problem is that I didn't stop doing it. I still make awareness and that advocacy visit and other things because people they will tell you that they will not agree with this thing that you brought here. To them, is not producing like the one that the forefathers brought to them. But that's where sometimes we are battling with it. But seriously, for your own information, here down here in Nigeria, we have lack of youth participating in this climate action and climate resilience program. It's now that we are trying to see because anybody you gather like 50 youth, only see 2 or 3 out of them they have concern about environmental problem. But that's why we will not stop making awareness about climate change and climate resilient program and youth involved and engaged in this kind of programs about the environment and other things. That's why I keep telling that we need help. We need help because sometimes our people, when they see foreigners or they are on seas, they respond. But sometimes when the community know where you brought up, know where you grow, know where you school, when you brought something new or something beneficial, something that protect the environment, they will be negligent about it. But thank God with this kind of classes and other group that I join, I really learn a lot how to approach community and youth to come and engage about climate resilient programs, adaptation, mitigation, and restoration of our land. Thank you so much. I really thank you for these lectures, and I hope, like you said, you will support me or us here in Nigeria so that to join hand how we'll continue this program along the line. Thank you so much for this perfect lecture. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your nice input. I think lack of awareness on climate change is major issues like Nigeria, Kenya. Therefore, we need to address this problem. You can play a huge role as youth. You can engage with different youth participants from different countries and share their knowledge and also their stories on climate change, and you can share your those are some collaborative events, collaborative things, and sharing your experiences, knowledge, and then together you can take actions to and do research. You can establish organizations and also organize some events to address. But you need to collaborate as you are educated. You need solutions for that, and also then address the grassroots level to address the general public in your community. Therefore, collaborating with each other is vital. I think through this platform, you can engage with each other collaboratively, share your experiences and also knowledge, then take action as the youth generation around the world. Okay?
Yes, thank you. I hope when after this program, people will not run from us, because sometimes when you talk to somebody after the program, they know it's to respond. Because I'm here about to, in my state, I'm about to plant 1 million trees based on my statistics and record, and I'm continue planting trees every year. We are doing tree planting campaign. So it's also the way of mitigating climate change, more especially in our environment here,
Yeah.
because we need this the carbon emission that we have in Africa and other things. You understand the carbon footprint. We need to mitigate and reduce the greenhouse gases that emitted on the. So we need. That's what I used to say. Because when you have, I have an organization that I run, I do this work, and the problem we have is funding and support. Sometimes the folder you make the conference or lecture, you be going up and down. You don't have it, but when you have and the funding and where you do things, sometimes you need flyers. I need seedling to plant, but sometimes when my own strength is less, I buy small and I do it and leave it there. But sometimes you see people when you talk about the seedling trees that you want to plant in urban area, parks, you make green roofs and other things, they will not look at you. But when you mention politics or other things, mostly the youth of these days, talk about football and other social things, by they will follow you. But when you say environment, they will look at you as you don't know anything. But we will keep pushing by God grace and see where we will go in our environment. Thank you so much. And I need more support, please, even with individual strength, so that we see where we will stop internationally. Because I can see in this platform that there's people from different country that they can even advise how to do it. It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your nice input, and great to hear that you are individually playing your role to manage the climate change impact. It's great. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to talk about advocacy and global networks. Okay. Advocacy. Advocacy connects local action with global impact. Again, advocacy connects local action with global impact. And youth are leading the way. You are the role model on advocacy. Movements like Fridays for Future, millions worldwide to demand climate action. For example, in the United Nations and COP conferences are shaping international policies, and also global networks like the Youth Climate Lab officer platforms to collaborate on innovative solutions. Therefore, advocacy connects local action with global impact, and youth are the leading way. Advocacy isn't just about forest at the table. Right to policymakers to join, right to policymakers and to join forums or start petition, and also your voice matters. In today's this advocacy happens. Therefore, let's explore how digital activism is reshaping the fight for climate resilience. Okay. Advocacy global networks, global advocacy movements. There are some youth-led initiatives and grassroots campaigns for global climate advocacy movements. Examples include Fridays for Future, founded by Greta Thunberg, as you all know, in recent days, in recent years, and Earth Uprising, which mobilize global climate strikes and awareness campaigns. And also there are some grassroots campaigns for global climate advocacy movements. You also can do such advocacy movements, engage with advocacy movements for climate resilience. Grassroots campaigns like local advocacy efforts driving policy changes such as renewable energy mandates or ban on single-use plastic. Plastic is a huge problem in these days. You can take actions. You can, as you can lead initiatives to ban on single-use plastic and promote renewable energy. For examples, therefore, advocacy. We can take actions locally, but it directly impact the directly impact the issue in globally. Therefore, global advocacy movements are one such way we can do advocacy and global networks. And also international climate frameworks. Engaging in UN initiatives like participations in United Nations programs like the Climate Action Summit and the Youth Advisory Group on Climate Change, we can engage with such global initiatives and also contributions to COP events. You can play active roles on youth delegations in the conference of the parties, that means COP, discussions to influence global climate agreements. You can influence, you can play active role. You need to search, you need to find how we can play an active role on active role of youth delegations in the conference of the parties. Okay, those are some international climate frameworks on advocacy and global networks, and also collaborative platforms. There are some youth climate networks, groups like Django, the official youth consistency of the United Nations framework on climate change, that amplify young voices in global climate policy. And also there are some online advocacy tools, platforms for petition, campaigns and global coordination such as Change.org, Avaz and Global Citizens. Those are some collaborative platforms we can do advocacy and global networks. Okay, and also climate justice advocacy, such as amplifying marginalized voices, that means marginalized vulnerable voices, advocating for rights of indigenous peoples and vulnerable communities disproportionately affected by climate change. And also we can address inequalities through climate justice advocacy, such as campaigns for fair access to resources, technologies, and adaptation support globally. Those are some advocacy and global networks for climate resilience. Okay. And also education and awareness campaigns, leveraging social media. You can use platforms like Instagram. You are engaging with Insta, okay, as youth, and TikTok and Twitter to spread awareness and mobilize youth action on climate resilience. And also global climate education. You can promote climate literacy through international collaborations with schools and organizations. Through this, your organization, you can do a huge role on climate resilience as youth. Therefore, take the advantages of action and take your actions on climate resilience. I hope you will make a huge impact globally, as locally as well as globally. I'm pretty sure that you can play an impactful role on climate resilience. Therefore, you can educate and you can do awareness campaigns on climate resilience as as globally. And also, youth participation in policy making, advisory roles, young leaders serving on governmental or organizational advisory boards to influence climate policies. You can influence on climate policies, climate acts, rules and regulations. Therefore, you that means you can play a huge role in policy making, take actions to tackle this problem as the backbone of the society. Therefore, you can play um, as advisory roles as young leaders. You can serve on governmental and organizational advisory boards to influence the existing climate policies and to build more effective climate policies. And also, climate policy hackathons and all, that mean collaborative, it is such collaborative events bringing youth and experts together to co-create innovative policy solutions. You need to do such things innovatively because you can think differently and creatively. You can do lot. You can provide more impactful solutions to address the climate resilience. And also, partnerships with global organizations. Collaboration with NGOs. There are some NGOs, there are a lot of NGOs, non-government, non-profit organizations working on environmental conservation, environmental management. Therefore, you can collaborate with them and working with groups like Greenpeace, WWF, and 250 ORG for joint climate campaigns. Those are some examples. And also corporate engagement, partnering with responsible businesses to promote sustainable practices and products. In these days, there are many organizations, not only in Sri Lanka, but also all around the world. There are many responsible businesses that they are promoting sustainable practices and products. Therefore, you can partnering with them. These are some corporate engagements to address the climate resilience. And also storytelling and media advocacy. Under storytelling and media advocacy, you can do documentaries and films. Okay, you can develop a film at least showcasing climate impacts and what are the solutions through powerful visuals and narratives. There are different country representatives in this session today. Therefore, you can engage collaboratively with each other and share your experiences and what are the solutions for climate impacts through powerful visuals and narratives. Okay, you can do documentaries, films, collaboratively engaging with each other. Just one example. And also journalism and blogging, writing articles or running blogs to highlight global and local climate issues. You can do these things. I hope you in near future, you will engage with these things to address the climate resilience. Okay. And also global skills sharing networks. You can conduct mentorship programs, pairing youth with climate experts to build skills and expand advocacy efforts. Okay, you can organize like this, pairing youth with climate experts to build skills and expand advocacy efforts, and also knowledge exchanges, platforms like webinars. This is one such example, and summits and workshops connecting youth from different regions. You can develop an event to engage with each other, share your experiences, and take actions. Okay. Therefore, you need to um, develop your global skills, sharing networks on advocacy and global networks, and also funding and resource mobilization. Crowdfunding campaigns you can conduct, raising funds for global climate initiatives using platforms like GoFundMe and Kickstarter. Okay, and also grant applications. You can grab opportunities for grants, assessing grants from global entities like the Green Climate Fund. Search Green Climate Fund. It's one such perfect um, global entity that we can we can gain grants for global initiative, like um, we can address the climate resilience through this global entity, Green Climate Fund. We can seek grants through this Green Climate Fund. Search it, and also the Global Environment Facility, GEF, Green Climate Fund, and Global Climate Facility. Those are some global entities addressing on climate resilience. Therefore, you can search and find out how you can access for grants for such initiatives. And also for advocacy and global networks, you can develop your cross-border climate action projects, shared innovations. You can you can developing and deploying solutions collaboratively, such as renewable energy projects or reforestation drives, and also transnational solidarity campaigns. Like you can support each other's causes across borders, anti-coal campaigns, or water conservation efforts. You can collaboratively those these advocacy and global networks. You can do this works or task activities collaboratively. I hope in near future, as I mentioned earlier, you can do these things and make a huge impact on climate resilience. And also, you can engage with research and publications. You can do collaborative studies because you are representing different countries. You can do collaborative studies, and you can do research and also publish your new things through these research activities. Youth contributing to research on climate impacts, solutions, and policy recommendations. You can find out what are the climate impacts and how we can manage these impacts through solutions, effective solutions, and also with that we can provide some policy recommendations on climate resilience. And also we can publish those research new findings on journals and magazines, articles on op-eds on climate resilience shared in international forums. Those are such examples. You can engage in research and publications on advocacy and global network. Okay. Those are some points on advocacy and global networks. Before going to talk about the final point, digital activism, are there any questions from the previous section, advocacy and global networks?
Yes, I don't know whether I'm allowed to ask question because I can see. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Let's start going to, sorry.
Can I go ahead?
Okay, sure.
Yes. Sometimes, since we have lack of youth uh, participating, it's now that we're making the collaboration of youth and their participation to grow. In my domain here, we need to grow and groom this youth and show them, because the collaboration that you are talking about and the advocacy in global network. Yes, sometimes you see in Africa the people that they have knowledge on environment. They are not the people that are there in such like Ministry of Environment, water resources, uh, animal production, and other things. They employ other people that they are not on that field. So that's why when you make a proposal on the advocacy visit like that, you end up spending like a year without replying, or somebody will just match the file without replying you immediate effect. So that is where we are battling with this kind of. But we are not tired. We are trying to do the advocacy with communities, government agencies, TSOs, and other places, so that even schools, we engage with several schools uh, and other places that we know where we can teach people and tell them about the environment. They can continue where we stop in the society, community, and the urban areas, and even rural. So advocacy is very important, but we need to concentrate and do more work on it, so that at the end of the day we will meet up with the standard or achieve what we want to achieve towards environment, because it's we that we are against the environment, that is human being. Then when we agree that we are going to restore, make our planet better place, it's possible. It's possible. So thank you so much. The advocacy visit is very important, and the connection even in the global network, I think it's a very great idea, and I learned a lot, and we will continue pushing from here. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for your nice input. Okay, I think with the limited time, I need to wrap up this session at 10:30 because allocated time is 2 hours. Therefore, I'm moving to the next part, digital activism. The internet has transformed how we organize, educate, and mobilize for climate action. Hashtag campaigns like Action on Climate bring awareness to millions within hours. And also digital tools such as the Earth Challenge 2023 app enable citizen science initiatives to collect data for research, and also visual forums, webinars, and social media groups connect like minded individuals across borders. With that, I'm going to talk about digital activism on climate resilience. We can conduct social media campaigns like hashtag movements. Successful examples include Fridays for Future, Act on Climate, and Climate Strike, which have mobilized millions globally. And also storytelling and awareness, sharing personal climate stories or the impact of climate change through platforms like Instagram, as I mentioned earlier, Instagram Reels, there's an option, okay? And also in Facebook as well in recent days, Reels, and also TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Those are some social media campaigns under the digital activism. And also online petition and crowd sourcing, like platforms for change using change.org hours or go petition or lunch and support climate related petition. And also there are some crowdfunding for action, rising for climate resilience project, GoFundMe or Patreon. Those are some online petition and crowdsourcing on digital activism. And also um, on for the advocacy, there are some digital advocacy interactive tools using tools like digital maps and dashboards on to illustrate climate data like sea levels, sea level rise projections, and also carbon footprints. Those are some interactive tools for digital advocacy platforms, and also virtual campaigns like hosting webinars like this, and also live streams or virtual summits to engage a global audience. Here today we are engaging with the global audience, and happy to share my experiences and the things that I am known to address the climate resilience with such vibrant audience today. It's such a tool on digital activism as well. And also gamification of climate education. Eco games like platforms like Minecraft, Climate Futures, or Eco that teach sustainability concepts through gaming. And also those are some eco games, those are some platforms on gamification of climate education. And also interactive challenges like encouraging youth to participate in challenges like reducing waste. Okay, we need to think that waste as a resource. We need to reduce waste, thinking that waste as a resource, or conserving energy with leaderboards and rewards. Okay, those are some digital activism tools under the gamification of climate education. And also AI and big data for advocacy. Data visualization using AI generated insights to create complaint visuals of climate impacts and solutions. And also predictive analytics. We can use AI tools to predict future climate trends to guide advocacy efforts and policy making. And also digital art and creative media. Under the digital art and creative media, we can do memes and infographics, such as sharing creative content that resonate with younger audiences and spread key messages quickly. Those are some digital arts and creative media uh, on digital activism for climate resilience. And also AR, VR experiences, virtual towers of affected ecosystems or future projections. We can do virtual towers, okay? Sorry, tours of affected ecosystems or future projections of climate resilient cities to inspire action. We can do this as youth in your community. Okay, visual tours. What are the affected ecosystems or due to the climate change impacts, and what are the future projections of climate resilient cities to inspire for actions. Those are some examples for digital art and creative media under the digital activism. And then influencer partnerships like climate ambassadors, celebrity endorsements. We can do these things as digital activism. Sorry. And also under the climate ambassadors engage in social media influencers to amplify climate resilience campaigns. And also under the celebrity endorsement, collaborating with high profile figures, different community on climate resilience. And through this platform, you can share anything specifically on climate resilience, and also knowledge sharing hubs. You can develop online portals for exchanging ideas, tools, and resources on climate solutions. And also for mobilization, you can coordinate events using apps like Eventbrite or Meetup to organize parades and cleanups as well. For or webinars, you can do such things using event coordinators and email campaigns. You can send remind wide audience to drive participation in climate actions. Those are some simple things that you can take as individuals to make a global impact. And also open source innovation, DIY solutions like shaping open source guides for sustainable living, such as how to build solar panels or create rainwater harvesting systems. And also hackathons for climate, virtual events where youth collaborate to design innovative climate solutions. Those are some open source innovations for digital activism on climate resilience. And also mentoring and accountability, like digital tracking using online tools to monitor deforestation, pollution levels, or policy compliance. And also you can do real-time reporting, citizen journalism through apps that report environmental violations or emergencies through digital activism. Those are some powerful methods that you can do to address the climate resilience. And also global digital marches. You can coordinate online actions like stimulate simultaneously live streams or posting or for climate awareness to teach climate science and solutions. You can do such things through COSA or EDX. You can do such things, and also interactive workshops, hands-on virtual activities on topics like waste management or renewable energy. You can do such things. There are a lot as emission, and how platforms like Discord or Slack on climate campaigns and global youth webinars and training sessions led by and for youth activities. Those are some digital methods that do on climate resilience. Okay. I think this is the end of the digital activism part. I would now like to open the floor to your questions. Feel free to ask about youth innovation, skill blinding, advocacy, or anything else we have discussed today. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sorry, can I ask some more questions so that I will leave others to ask questions? Because
at the end of your lecture, I realized that even some of my questions you answered. The different countries have got their rules, especially guiding the management or operation of these social media platforms. So you'll find that when you are trying maybe to campaign against something, you'll find that there's a lot of restrictions. The aspect of diapers, I can say, this is widely and commonly used thing, and it is maybe bringing some aspect or pollution into our environment. So, but when you try to maybe come up with other solutions, you find that when you try to advocate for a shift into that new solution, you find that you receive a lot of opposition, especially under social media activism. So how should we go about it? That's the first question. Now, second question is the cultural stereotypes or beliefs that are transitioned into this new generation. For example, the aspect of, I can say, tobacco and and its use. You find that there is it causes a lot of environmental pollution, but there is a cultural stereotype that, or I can say belief, that if you use this, our maybe grandfathers didn't die because of this. So again, as far as environmental activism is concerned, so how should we address something that is rooted deeply on the culture? Then finally, on within your jurisdiction as an expert, there are some international innovation challenges that you can provide us with or something like that. So thank you, and I would really appreciate if the concerns are addressed. Thank you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
I had a question. I'm from the United States and I was trying to join. I don't know what time I was supposed to join. It was giving me a lot of problems, but I did want to attend the webinar session and receive the certificate. So I don't know if I joined in a wee bit late or what time I'm actually supposed to join.
You are asking from different organizations to join for climate resilience. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Are you engaging with non-governmental organizations focusing on environmental conservation?
Yes, I'm actually part of the Fridays for Future United States.
Okay. Then what are the actions that you are as a community in your local area? What actions individually you take to address the climate resilience?
Trying to work with a lot of plastic banning, a lot of plastic bag banning.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I did sign up for this. I just didn't know what time I was supposed to join, or if I'm, because I was trying to join and it was giving me a little bit of a problem.
Okay. You can engage with other collaborative networks as well. Like in this platform, you can see that there are different participants from different countries. You are a representative from developed country, and there are many participants from developing countries, and you can share their experiences, and you can provide your innovative solutions to address their problems in their own countries. And because we can share our experiences, and we need to tackle this problem globally. We cannot take action. We all are responsible. We have an individual responsibility to tackle this problem, and together, collaboratively, we need to engage with each other and make a huge impact. Therefore, use this platform as an example, and through this platform, you can engage with each other and make a difference. I hope in near future you make a difference on climate resilience, because we all are suffering from climate change impacts, sea level rise, drought, flooding. There are a lot of natural disasters due to the changing climate. Not only for the developing countries, but also for the developed countries as well. High temperature. Therefore, I think you all are engaged through this platform to make a difference.
Yes, my information is there. If you can collaborate with me, yeah, sorry, my information is there. If you can do something on that, so that we connect. I'm from Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to, because I did sign up for this, and yeah, not a problem. Now, if I fill out this attendance link, am I going to get credit for this, or do I have to join back again? Like I don't know, because like I said, I didn't really receive a time of when to join.
Hello, I put my presentation on the chat box. You can download for further information. Thanks.
Thank you so much for the presentation, ma'am. Once again, my name is Ambiri Nyambura. I'm from Kenya, and I'd like to take this chance to congratulate all of you. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this inspiring session today. First, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished lecturer, Ms. Manovi Pereira, for these invaluable insights and for sharing such a wealth of knowledge. Your presentation has not only enlightened us, but has also challenged us to think deeply about our responsibilities in addressing the urgent climate challenges that lie ahead. To our audience, your presence and engagement have been the cornerstone of this event's success. Thank you for your thought-provoking questions and your commitment to learning and acting for a better future. Your participation reminds us why this mission of empowering youth and fostering global collaboration is so vital.
Thank you very much for inviting me for this
The goal is visionary
wonderful
founder,
session.
Mr.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the dedicated team behind this event. The tireless effort in organizing this lecture and the unwavering dedication to empowering young minds around the world are nothing short of extraordinary. The global recognition you received at COP29 is an honor to witness the incredible impact of your initiative. Let us carry forward the knowledge and inspiration gained today. Each of us has a role to play in a more sustainable, equitable, and resilient future. Together, we can years we explode into meaningful action. Once again, thank everyone who made this event possible and to all of you who joined us. Stay safe, stay inspired, and continue to make a difference. Until next time, goodbye, everyone. We can leave and write your favorite emoji. Say thank you for your webinar. I hope you can all hear me. I hope you can all hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. You can react the favorite emojis. Yes. You can leave as you say goodbye. You can unmute, say good night or good morning or good afternoon. Unmute and say hi as you leave.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Let us make a difference in meeting sustainable goals. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, organizer. Thank you, attendee. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
our
Thank
lecturer.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.